Abducted NASARAWA children, sold in ANAMBRA, given IGBO names. NAPTIP. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. NAPTIP Director General Fatima Waziri Azi noted that the 2 children were among 47 children reported kidnapped in NASARAWA. Now the news in detail. The National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, says it has reunited 2 children kidnapped in Lafia with their parents after being abducted and sold for adoption in a southeast state and given IGBO names. Now this is... oh my goodness. How and why and what is the proof or motive behind this? This is in every way wrong. Who were the people that sold them? I hope they are gotten, and the so-called people that bought them. That is, if because a lot of things happens these days. Who sold and who bought? I think the public would like to know about that, please. Sharif Omar and Abdullahi Adamu, 3-year-olds, lived with their parents in Lafia when a neighbor kidnapped them in May, said the anti-trafficking agency. Speaking at the handover ceremony of the children, NAPTIP Director General Fatima Waziri Azi noted that the 2 children were among 47 children reported to have been kidnapped in NASARAWA. We got information from the Civil Defense and we swung into action. And officials from our Department of Operations and Investigations were able to track some suspects and arrest them, stated Mrs. Waziri Azi. The arrest of a suspect led to the rescue of Sharif and Abdullahi. They are young kids. Sharif and Abdullahi are their birth names. But then when they were trafficked across state lines, they were given IGBO names. According to her, NAPTIP had refused information that 47 kids were adopted from Lafia and sold to different people in Anambra. She added one was given Chigomezu Njoko, another was given Chibueze Daniel. This came to fruition through the support of our sister-in-law enforcement agencies, the police, DSS, NSCDC. The NAPTIP boss also disclosed that the suspect will be charged to court. Ms. Waziri also noted that the evidence on the ground will lead the agency to the cartels. According to her, we hope that the way we can track these 2 kids, we'll be able to track more. The agency is working. We are working in partnership with law enforcement agencies to make sure we succeed. I do not know. They did not mention any... They didn't mention any names of the suspects. And how come they were able to track down these kids and, find out that they were given IGBO names? And of course, they said they were giving IGBO names. They told us the IGBO names they were giving. And yet, they are yet to give us the name of the suspects. I do not understand. How do you get a child? How do you get a child then? You conclude that the child is bearing an IGBO name. Then you are not able to immediately provide the... I do not understand what is going on. If there is any truth to this, the public would like to know the suspects, would like to know the name. Not just that the suspects will be charged to court. The suspects too, they need to be brought to book. That is, if this story now holds any water. If it does. I mean, it is a big allegation, or it is a very big accusation to come and accuse anyone of kidnapping and selling children. That is a very huge crime. Very, very huge crime, punishable by the law. In fact, everyone frowns at it. Imagine if it happens to someone close to you. It's not funny. It's not funny having to not to know the whereabouts of your wards or child, and you find out that they are now alive living across. I mean, a lot of things will go through your mind. So if these allegations now hold water, they should tell us the name of a suspect. I mean, they should. The public will also like to know. And I feel that they should have also told us the name immediately, because they said this suspect will be charged to court. How are they sure that the other 47 is in Anambra? This news is looking, it is seeming, it is It is like convincing, like trying to convince. And anything that tries to convince you is not looking like the truth. The truth should be clear, crystal clear. When you see it, you know it's the truth. So if this government agency now, if NAPTIP now know that they are in the right, they should give, as they are bringing the kids, they should be bringing the suspects, as in, permit me to say, sharp, so that the law will be taken in court against immediately. No need for go back and forth. This crime is a very serious crime. If somebody labels you a human child trafficker, this is a very, very, very serious crime. So for you to have come out to say that they were sold, they were trafficked and sold, and their names were changed, you should able to have been said, okay, this is how the transaction went, Mr. So and so, Miss so and so, or Mrs. so and so, and this is how we track them, and how you have put it in, when did this occur? When they have been trafficked, how did you say the 47? Where is them? All those facts are supposed to be thrown behind anything you are saying, because, I repeat, it is a very serious crime against humanity. Against everyone frowns at it, because it's not something to joke with. It is not. So if they are going to come out and bring up this kind of a story that